know what I'm gonna say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm gonna rule the world or I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
Ashe fire signs, if you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement, keep watching. This reading is for you. All right, so we're just going to see what's going on right now in your current energy. Okay, we got the World, the Temple Path, and Walking Away. And then we got the 7th chakra. So I feel like a lot of y'all are opening up y'all's connections to maybe your spirit guides, ancestors, listening more to your intuition as well. So a lot of y'all may be walking away from certain connections, relationships. I'm hearing coming home to yourself. So feeling more at home, feeling more connected to spirit, feeling more connected to your higher self. And I feel like a lot of fruitful things are coming your way for sure. Now we got the World starting us off. So with the World card, whether it's tarot or in this deck, I always see it as completion. So a lot of y'all are coming to an end of a cycle, you know, maybe learning a lesson, finishing up a lesson or something like that. But it does feel like a cycle is being completed right now, and it may be leading you to something new. So a new chapter is opening up. And I feel like in order for you to move into this new chapter, you have to get rid of some things that just don't serve you anymore. So maybe a lot of y'all have been releasing, maybe even doing some cleansing. I see someone taking like a cleansing bath. So maybe you guys are taking more cleansing baths, or maybe just trying to, you know, clear your body, clear your mind, clear your spirit, just of things that no longer serve you. So if you guys have been feeling blocked, I would definitely suggest a cleansing bath, or doing something cleansing. So cleaning your house. I like to mop with Florida water and other herbs and oils, things like that. So I would definitely suggest that. And, you know, the herbs are really up to you because it really depends on what energy you're trying to bring into your life, you know? So what are you trying to bring into your life right now? And then we have the crown chakra here. So I do feel like with the crown chakra, I feel that there's a need to awaken. So a lot of y'all may be awakening, or moving into a new space. And I could see some people doing some fasting, you know, things like that, just cleansing the body. I feel like there's a need to just be very mindful and intentional right now. You know, what are you doing for you right now, fire signs? Okay. So maybe that's the issue. Maybe the lesson here is to learn to put yourself first. Maybe you guys are putting everyone else's needs and wants before your own. And, you know, it's time to be selfish. Being selfish is not a bad thing. I wish there was another word that I could use, maybe independent. But, you know, at the same time, it's like, you know, a lot of you are always giving and sharing and doing for others. And sometimes you don't do for yourself. And I think that that's all that you need to focus on right now is what needs to be done in your life. You know, what things do you need to focus on right now? You guys might be neglecting yourselves, you know, and I don't know if you guys have just been experiencing, you know, neglect. Maybe you guys have neglect wounds. But yeah, I would definitely say to focus in on that, you know, maybe just try to meditate on it. I would definitely suggest just taking a step back to do some deep reflecting. Maybe some of y'all need to do some shadow work right now. But looking at y'all's numbers, we got 29 here. So I do feel like you guys are maybe scared to jump into this new space. Obviously a cycle is, you know, breaking and you're moving into a new cycle, but a lot of you are comfortable in the cycle you were just in. Maybe this has been an ongoing cycle for months, years, you know, weeks, however long, it may have been. You guys are comfortable in it. You know, you're comfortable in this cycle. And I think that in order for you to break it, you really have to want it. You know, you have to want to break the cycle. And I feel like a lot of you are choosing to break it because you got the cards that are showing that. So the next number is 12. Now I feel like with 12, a lot of you just really need to try and just come home to yourself, really. Like I just said that earlier, but I feel like that's the main thing here is coming home to yourself, feeling more connected, feeling more aligned. You know, I think that with 12, you know, a lot of you are, you know, breaking away from community. Maybe just communities that just weren't a good fit for you. Maybe you were around people that just weren't really in your best interest. So maybe you guys are having a hard time trusting people right now, and you know, it's a hard thing to do. It's hard to trust people, especially people you don't know. But I think that you have to start with trusting yourself. You know, if you can trust yourself, I'm sure you'll know who to trust as you move forward in life. And it's something that takes time. You know, it takes a lot of time. So start listening to your intuition more. I think that will help take you out of, you know, spaces that you feel stuck in or stagnant in, I guess I should say. So your next number is 27. Now with 27, I think that a lot of you are maybe losing faith, not really feeling seen or heard, whether it be by the creator, whether it be by the people around you, whether it be you not seeing yourself. I think with 27 too, a lot of you need to realize that you don't need validation from anybody. You validate yourself. And I think that a lot of you are coming to terms with that. You know, maybe there's people that, you know, have these high expectations for you. Maybe you have high expectations for yourself, but it seems like you're walking away from all that. You know, you're moving away from, you know, the things that just don't serve you anymore. And I'm very proud of y'all. I'm very proud of y'all, Aries, because it feels like it's not Aries. It's literally Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, but maybe it's mainly Aries placements that I'm talking to. So if you are Aries placement, let me know down below, okay? Because this might be resonating with y'all more, but I don't know. Leo and Sagittarius, I'm talking to y'all too, but maybe this specific message doesn't apply to y'all since I said Aries. But yeah, y'all walking away from those expectations, walking away from those, you know, judgments and opinions and just BS, basically. Your next number is 41. So with 41, I feel like y'all are recreating y'all's foundation, getting grounded again. Maybe y'all been feeling all over the place, you know, feeling as though you don't have any stability or security within yourself, and you're tapping into that. You know, you're tapping more into that, and, you know, I guess validating your own experiences and standing in your power and speaking your truth. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all don't owe anybody anything. I don't know if there's people around you that make you feel like you owe them something, or, you know, like you're obligated to something, or, you know, it's something along the lines of that. So whoever is feeling as though they, you know, they own you, they don't own you. So definitely take the time out to cleanse, fire signs. I feel as though this is something that, you know, y'all probably haven't done in a long time. It's probably long overdue, but you do need to cleanse. A lot of you need to cleanse your minds. It's the mind that seems to be very corrupted, or, you know, just full of lies. Y'all are telling yourselves lies. Y'all are believing other people's lies, and it's just lies all over the damn board. So I feel as though a lot of you need to take a step back and do some deep reflecting, and try some meditation. You know, meditation is really good. It really helps open up the mental space, and, you know, fasting for the body and for the spirit. I would definitely say meditation again. So meditation for the mind and spirit, and the body as well. Meditation does a lot of good. So I definitely would suggest that. Now I'm gonna pull some more cards, just to add to this, to see what else is going on here in y'all's energy. So next we got indecision, we got community, we got goddess of the moon, and we got the third eye. So y'all getting some chakras, okay? Chakras are definitely coming through for y'all. Now what I can say is, let me push these up real quick before I even say anything. Alrighty, so let's get into it, shall we? So we got indecision here with the world. I feel like with this indecision, like it just goes back to what I was saying earlier. A lot of y'all are having a hard time moving forward because y'all are so comfortable in y'all's past. Y'all are so comfortable in that stagnancy and that pain, and, you know, y'all are used to it. It's like what we're used to, we gravitate towards that more because it's familiar, you know. So moving into a new space is definitely difficult for you guys, and I can see that here. I think it's frustrating, because you know what you deserve. You know you probably deserve better than what you've been tolerating, but there seems to be some feeling of, like, I don't know, I can't really think of the word right now. Maybe some shame. Maybe there's shame there, you know, in those areas where, you know, you don't feel good enough. You may feel like you don't deserve the best of the best. You may feel like you don't deserve to move forward. You may feel like you deserve to be in that space. But I'm here to tell you right now that you don't have to be there if you don't want to be. You know, if what you're doing and what you've been doing is hurting you in some way, or what you've been tolerating is hurting you in some way, you don't have to tolerate it anymore. You don't have to accept it anymore. It's something that, you know, you can move away from. You've learned the lessons here. You've, you know, experienced it enough to know that it doesn't serve you. So you don't have to continue to experience it anymore. Okay. So I feel like a lot of you need to really, you ask yourselves, is this really what you want? Is this really the life that you want to live? Because you're in control at the end of the day. You call the shots. You are the writer. You are your own storyteller. So is this the story that you want to keep telling? Is this the experiences that you want to keep having? So you got the temple path with community here. And I feel like with community in the temple path, like you guys are really coming home to, yourselves. And I think this is going to allow you to connect with people that are more like-minded, or are just, I wouldn't say just like you. That's probably not what you need. You probably don't need anybody that's just like you. But I would definitely say that there are people around you that, resemble some things and, mirror you in some way. And I think with community here, I guess just realizing that you're not alone in what you've been feeling. There are probably people out there that have the same experiences as you. There are probably people that understand where you're coming from, or understand, your logic, and understand why you, chose suffering, or why you, did this or that. So, some of you may have addictions. Some of you may be struggling with, abuse. There's just a lot that could be going on right now. Some of you, I see some people have eating disorders. Some people are, struggling with their mental health. There are spaces for this. There are spaces that cater to whatever issues that you may have, whatever loss you may have experienced, whatever you're going through. You're probably not alone. Okay, you're probably not alone. You're probably not the only person that's experiencing these things. You're probably not the only person that's hurting right now. So just know that there is help out there, and you don't have to go through this by yourself, especially if you do not want to. And you don't have to. You don't have to do this by yourself. You can, but you do not have to. So next we got Goddess of the Moon, clarifying walking away. So I could definitely say what I've been seeing for y'all, which is a reoccurring theme, is that this is a very healing time for you guys. Y'all are going through like a major transformation, and we do have a full moon tonight. So if you guys are watching this on August, what is today? August 11th. So it's August 11th. So if y'all are watching this on the full moon, then I would definitely suggest taking the time out to think of some things that you may need to release. What cycles do you want to break? How do you want this new cycle in your life to go? It's really up to you. You are in control at the end of the day. So make those decisions. Do what you know is best for you at the end of the day. Don't feel like you got to do what other people want you to do. Because they're not walking in your shoes. They're not living for you. They may tell you what they think is right, but they don't know, because they don't know you. Even when they think they know you, they don't know you. So next you guys got the 6th chakra, which is the third eye. And I feel like with both of these chakras coming out, a lot of y'all are going through an awakening. Now, I can't say if y'all are going through like a third eye awakening, crown chakra awakening. It just feels like y'all are awakening like as a whole. Your body's changing, your mind's changing. Everything about you is changing. And I feel like a lot of you need to get your chakras in a balance. Maybe you guys are feeling balanced. Maybe you want to open these chakras, but the rest of your chakras aren't open or active, or, so it feels like for y'all may need to do some deep meditation or some deep cleansing, Reiki even. I'll offer Reiki as a service if anyone is needing it. I have a discount code you guys can use to save 50% off. If you need some Reiki, which is energy healing, chakra healing. So I would definitely suggest, trying that if you guys feel like you need it. But I could definitely see that a lot of y'all are moving into a new space. As you see, the colors go from dark to light. So I'm going to grab my wand real quick so I can keep my hands out the frame. But with these cards, they're very dark. It starts to get darker, and it gets lighter, and it gets lighter, and it gets lighter here. So I can definitely see you guys are coming out of a very dark space. And this is the card that showcases that. We go from darkness to light here. And, you're walking away from that. You're walking away from the pain. You're walking away from the troubles and, the trials and tribulations. Like, you're walking away from all of that. You're tired. I can definitely see that a lot of y'all are tired. And I think that's something that y'all also need to acknowledge. You're tired. You're exhausted. You're tired of doing the same shit. You're probably drained. Probably just overworked, overstimulated. You need to relax. A lot of you need some relaxation. So take a trip to the spa if you need to. Take a trip to the spa. Going to the gym seems to be a really good form of meditation for me. Now, I can't say if it's going to be a great meditation for y'all fire signs, but as fire signs, I feel like you do need something that's going to keep you active and moving. So I would definitely suggest dancing if that's something that you like to do. Taking up a sport, boxing class, Something like that, you know, going on a walk every day or jog every day or run every day. So there needs to be more movement in your life. I feel like a lot of you may just slouch around and not really do much and just kind of letting life pass you by. You know, it's time to be more intentional, fire signs. Okay, I love you guys, I really do, and I want the best for y'all. So I hope that this is making sense and helping you guys. So let's see what else is going on in your lives right now. So we got the Eight of Cups, Ace of Swords, Queen of Coins, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so I didn't even read your numbers on your other cards, but that's okay. I feel like it's going to be the same thing. All right, so Eight of Cups is here, Ace of Swords, Queen of Coins, and the Page of Cups. So starting off with the Eight of Cups, clarifying this first spread here. I feel like a lot of you know what you need to leave behind. You know what you need to walk away from. You know what you need to transmute. I think with the Eight of Cups, though, like, y'all still have an emotional attachment to these things. You know, there's an emotional attachment. I think that's why it's so hard for you guys to, you know, let this thing go, let this person go, let this place go, or whatever the hell it is. It's hard for you to let something go because you still have an emotional attachment to it. So maybe there's some things that you haven't felt yet that you need to feel. Maybe you've already felt those things, but just still don't know how to move on. And I think the next card is encouraging you on how to move on, how to move forward. So the Ace of Swords is about clarity. It's about truth. So what truths are you keeping from yourself? You know, what lies are you telling yourself? What lies are you allowing yourself to believe right now? Because, you know, you may be going through a breakup, right? This is just an example, but it may resonate with somebody. So could be going through a breakup right now, and you don't want to let this person go because you really love them and you really miss them and all of this stuff, but the relationship was super toxic. It was bad. It was terrible. It was probably really abusive or just super, you know, it just wasn't working, right? The relationship wasn't working. So you're telling yourself, oh, I'll never get a love like that again. I'll never meet anybody like this again, or whatever the case may be. That's a lie. Do you even want to meet anybody like that again? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you even want to go through that experience again? Maybe you need something new. Maybe you need something different. You know, sometimes we think we need to keep experiencing the same old thing because, you know, it felt right in the moment, but we outgrow that. And sometimes it doesn't feel right anymore. So, you know, it's probably all that happened is that there was just you and this person outgrowing one another, probably stayed around longer than you should have. And with the Ace of Swords, probably coming to those, you know, conclusions that, oh, I'll never get this again. I'll never fall in love again. I'll never be in love, or I'll never do this or that. So a lot of y'all are heartbroken right now. And that's also something that you need to acknowledge. So there seems to be a need to accept things for what it is. You know, there's nothing you can do to change it. There's nothing you can do to make the situation better than it is or worse than it is. It's what's done is done, you know, and there's no turning back. The hands of time to make a different decision. What's done is done. And I think the Ace of Swords is reminding y'all that you cannot go back in time and make things right, because everything that played out was meant to play out the way that it did, so that you could be right here, right now, here in this reading, and hopefully making new decisions after it. So with the Ace of Swords, I feel as though y'all need to just kind of accept it for what it is, and feel whatever needs to be felt. You know, if you're still emotional about it, that's perfectly fine. But you cannot sit and mope around thinking that you could have done something different or you could have changed something about yourself, because regardless of if you changed or not, things could have still played out the same, you know? So I feel like with the Ace of Swords, you just have to realize that, you know, you can't do anything differently but move differently now. Okay, in the present moment, be present, fire signs. So next is the Queen of Coins, and I feel like a lot of y'all need to give yourselves more attention, more care, more love, more time. Like, I feel like a lot of your time goes to other people, fire signs. When are you gonna start putting time towards yourself? You don't need anybody to make you happy. Okay, it's good to have people around. It's good to be in community. It's good to be in groups, friendships, whatever the case may be. But you have to learn to be alone. And you have to learn to like being alone. You have to learn to be okay with your own solitude. Be okay in hermit mode. Be okay, you know, spending time with yourself. Enjoy your own company just as much as you enjoy the next person's. That may be the problem here with you guys. You guys are, you know, overly attached to those that come into your lives. And it's very hard, you know, it's very difficult. You know, nobody wants to just be, you know, stuck in that space of, I don't really like myself, you know. So I think now's the time for self-love. Now's the time for, you know, you to uplift you to love you to share this and that with you. You know, you gotta put yourself first. I'm hearing put the pedal to the metal. So I don't even know what that means, but I've heard it before. So I don't know what the phrase translates to, but hopefully someone in the comments knows. I'm sure you do. So Page of Cups is here as well. I feel like a lot of you, it's given mother and child here with the Queen of Coins and the Page of Cups. So when I look at spreads, I like to pay attention to how the cards are interacting with one another. And as you can see here, the Page of Cups is raising this cup up with the fish in it. And the Queen of Cups, or not the Queen of Cups, but the Queen of Coins is looking here. So I don't know if you guys have had mothers that, you know, didn't really see you, or just had experiences where you share something and it isn't really taken into consideration, or, you know, you wanted your mother to see you, your mother didn't see you, or maybe there's just a parental figure here that, you know, you looked up to that isn't really a good role model. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It could be many different things, but I could definitely see here with the Queen of Coins, that a lot of you, you know, may have missed out on that good parental figure or that good maternal figure. So I know it's hard. I know it's difficult. And with the Page of Cups, I could definitely see that, you know, you guys are really, I don't know, maybe you guys like to please other people. You know, you like to please, you like to satisfy those around you, you like to make people around you happy. But what are you doing to make yourself happy? Fire signs, what are you doing to make you happy? What are you doing to make yourself feel good? Because it's like you keep trying to prove yourself to those around you. Probably spent your entire life proving yourself to people. Are you not tired of proving yourself? Are you not tired of being like, you know what, I love who I am, I'm just gonna do my thing, and the right people are gonna see it, the right people are gonna notice what I'm doing, the right people are gonna acknowledge me, rather than just expecting everybody to see you? And you know, it's just not worth the stress. It's not worth the pain. It's not worth it. It's not worth it anymore. I know y'all are fed up. I can just feel it. Y'all are fed up. Y'all are tired. Y'all are tired of trying to get people to see y'all. And some of y'all are parents. Like you wanted your parents to see you and to acknowledge you this whole time, and you just feel like they overlook you. And for some of you, this could be friends. This could be lovers. This could be so many different things. It doesn't have to be your parents. It could be anybody. Maybe it's you and you. Maybe you aren't seeing yourself. You know, you're trying to, you know, live up to these expectations that aren't even a reflection of who you truly are. You know, you're trying to live up to society's norms. What are your norms? What are your standards? What are your morals? Who are you at the end of the day? It's a question that, you know, everybody has a hard time answering. But, you know, you need to figure out who you are. You need to figure out what you want and who you want to be, because you're not going to be this person. The person that's listening to this right now, you're not going to be this person forever. You're going to be somebody totally different tomorrow. You know, we're complex beings. And that's something that, you know, we just have to accept. We're not perfect. We're not meant to fit in a box. If we were, we would be able to fit in a box and feel good about it. But we fit in boxes and we don't like it, and we want to move out of it. We want to try something new. So what's something new that you could try right now, fire signs? What's something new that, you know, you could focus your attention on? Because even with the Page of Cups, it says, you know, you using your imagination, thinking outside the box, being different, being unique, being your true authentic self at the end of the day. You know, be you, however that looks, however that feels. It's time to be yourself, okay? So that is what I have for you, fire signs. I try not to go too crazy with the readings, because I mean, I could literally do this all day. But I think that this was a good enough reading, and I hope that it put you guys in perspective. So tune in to the next reading that I do for you guys, and if you have any other placements, then check out my other videos, and make sure to read for your sun, moon, rising, Venus placements. Okay, I love you guys. If you guys need a personal private reading, you definitely use the link in the description to book a reading with me. I got a 50% off coupon code August 2022 if you guys would like to save some money, and connect with me through Zoom. And yes, I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time, and adios. Don't forget to hydrate and meditate. That's what I was going to say. Don't forget to hydrate and meditate. Love you guys. See you next time. Peace.